At touchofmodern.com, we explore the world to bring you the most unique products you won't discover anywhere else. Watches to fashion, we have the finest collection of curated men's products on Earth.
The craziest product I think I've seen on Touch of Modern was a jetpack.
Live lobsters.
Custom motorcycle.
A wristband that shoots a fireball from your open palm.
Touch of Modern is a must-have.
The National Weather Service in Wakefield has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Surry County in Southeast Virginia, Suffolk County in Southeast Virginia, James City County in Southeast Virginia, Isle of Wight County in Southeast Virginia, Greenville County in Southeast Virginia, Sussex County in Southeast Virginia, Southampton County in Southeast Virginia, until 2:08 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 11:58 a.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Gaskins, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. This dangerous storm will be near Duzums at 12:09 p.m., Yarmouth at 12:16 p.m., Stony Creek at 12:19 p.m., Surry at 12:25 p.m., James City at 12:30 p.m. Locally heavy rain will quickly reduce visibility and result in ponding of water on roadways, standing water in low-lying areas, and minor flooding of creeks, streams, and areas of poor drainage. Drivers are urged to slow down and use extra caution to avoid hydroplaning.
To enroll. The consultation is free and there's no obligation to enroll.
Call 800-521.
This is your weather radio station's KHV37, operating on a frequency of 162.550 MHz. Programming originates from your local National Weather Service office in Wakefield. The current time is 1:25 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. A severe thunderstorm warning still remains in effect until 2:08 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. The National Weather Service has issued Tornado Watch Number 1, effective until 3:35 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. This watch includes the following counties: in Virginia, Isle of Wight, Suffolk, and Surry. Remember, a tornado watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds, in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen to later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio, and television outlets for internet sources for the latest severe weather information.
The following message is transmitted at the request of local law enforcement. Emergency management is recommending that all residents in Surry and James City County stay inside until the severe thunderstorm dissipates. This is due to high winds reaching up to 85 miles per hour, which can cause injuries if a person is hit with flying debris. If you are injured or is unable to make it home due to this storm, call 911 immediately. Remember, a severe thunderstorm warning and tornado watch, which was issued by the National Weather Service, still remains in effect. Remain tuned to local media or weather radio for updates.
What? No relish.
This is so weird.
Oh, Saturday.
You and I are gonna temporarily swap bodies.
Swap bodies? It's a super swap that'll make your jaw drop.
You better treat my face with some respect.
Oh, it is on.
Oh, is it on?
Oh,
how's that?
okay.
Look over here.
You like that?
Look over here.
Two at a time. Two at a time.
Oh, stop that. I can do this all day. It's a brand new Henry Danger, followed by...
The National Weather Service in Wakefield has issued a tornado warning for Surry County in Southeast Virginia, James City County in Southeast Virginia, Isle of Wight County in Southeast Virginia, until 4:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 1:58 p.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Windsor, moving north at 42 miles per hour. Hazard, tornado and quarter-sized hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. This dangerous storm will be near Windsor at around 2:09 p.m., Smithfield at around 2:14 p.m., Vendor at around 2:24 p.m., Newport at around 2:31 p.m., Surry at around 2:42 p.m., James City at around 2:50 p.m. Take cover now. Move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows, stay away from windows. If in a mobile home, a vehicle, or outdoors, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris.
I'm Claudine, and I quit smoking with Chantix. By the time I was 30, I said, that's it, I'm a smoker for life. I wanted to be a non-smoker, and I did it, thanks to Chantix.
Along with support, Chantix Varenicline is proven to help people quit smoking.
Chantix reduced my urge to smoke.
Some people had changes in behavior. Thoughts or actions while taking or after stopping Chantix. Some had seizures while taking Chantix. If you have any of these, stop Chantix and call your doctor right away. Tell your doctor.
Tornado emergency for portions of the Hampton Roads. The National Weather Service in Wakefield has issued a tornado warning for James City County in Southeast Virginia, Surry County in Southeast Virginia, Isle of Wight County in Southeast Virginia, until 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 2:15 Eastern Daylight Time, a large and destructive tornado was located near Carlton, moving north at 85 miles per hour. Tornado emergency for portions of the Hampton Roads. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. Hazard. Deadly tornado. Source. Radar confirmed tornado. Impact. You are in a life-threatening situation. Flying debris may be deadly to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be destroyed. Considerable damage to homes, businesses, and vehicles is likely and complete destruction is possible. This dangerous storm will be near Vendor at around 2:21 p.m., Newport at around 2:27 p.m., Surry at around 2:34 p.m., James City at around 2:42 p.m. To repeat, a large, extremely dangerous, and potentially deadly tornado is on the ground. To protect your life, take cover now. Move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If in a mobile home, a vehicle, or outdoors, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris.
This is the official damage report of the Virginia tornado that took place on April 4, 2018. This tornado swept through the counties of Isle of Wight, James City, and Surry. The tornado was confirmed at 2:10 p.m. and dissipated at around 3:25 p.m. This tornado was rated at EF4, and during its peak, had a wind speed of 158 miles per hour. This tornado took the lives of 17 people and injured over 200, with 5 people being missing and presumed dead. Over 100 homes were left destroyed by this tornado. The cost of the damages is believed to be $750 million. The biggest threat, however, is the potential of a meltdown of the Surry nuclear power plant. This dangerous tornado was on a direct route towards the power plant, and it is believed that the power plant may have suffered considerable damage from this tornado. However, it is unlikely that a meltdown will occur. Emergency management is working tirelessly day and night to access this situation. More information will be given to the public shortly. This ends this message. Thank you for your time.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Virginia Emergency Management Agency. The message is issued due to the recent situation about the Surry nuclear power plant being caught in the direct line of a F4 tornado. It has recently been confirmed that the Surry nuclear power plant has suffered damages due to this tornado. However, it has not been determined if a meltdown will occur. As such, concerns about the situation should not be addressed by citizens. This message is only being issued to inform you. However, you should still remain on high alert should you need to evacuate at a moment's notice. Ensure you have all essential supplies and important documents with you if you need to evacuate. Remain tuned to local media for future updates. This has been an activation of the Virginia Emergency
Warning, reactor core is at critical trouble. All reactor core safeguards are now non-functional. Please prepare for reactor core meltdown. Explosion imminent. Evacuate the facility immediately.
This is not a test. Repeat, this is not a test. All persons receiving this broadcast must listen very carefully. A catastrophic failure has occurred at the Surry nuclear power plant, and a complete meltdown of both reactors is taking place. All residents receiving this broadcast have been ordered to evacuate immediately. Failure to do so will result in certain death. When you evacuate, ensure you have all essential supplies, such as food, water, clothing, medical supplies, a device capable of receiving information, and important documents. Control has been enacted on all roadways leading out of a 150 miles radius of the power plant. Information on shelters can be found on viaemergency.com/Surry. To repeat, the Surry nuclear power plant is suffering a meltdown of both reactors. Leave now or face certain death.
Dr. James, we need your help.
What is it?
The hospital is being completely overrun with patients in the emergency room. All of the patients appear to all have symptoms of radiation poisoning.
Great. And just when I thought this situation with that damn power plant couldn't get any worse, we've already lost around 15 people today to acute radiation poisoning. If this keeps up, the whole country might get caught up in this mess.
So what do we do? Our staff is being completely overwhelmed, and we're already running at full capacity.
At this point in time, not much. All we can do is hope we can find extra support from emergency management. But that's already unlikely considering the fact that resources and support is getting stretched pretty thin.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Virginia Emergency Management Agency and then Virginia State Government. Due to the recent situation concerning the meltdown of the Surry nuclear power plant, radioactive materials having begun spreading rapidly across the state due to high winds. Thousands of reports of radiation poisoning has sprung up across the state, and several deaths have occurred from this. Due to this, it is clear to the Virginia Emergency Management Agency that protective actions must be immediately taken to prevent loss of life. Effective immediately, all persons in this state must shelter in place until further notice. Ensure you have essential supplies such as food, water. Your shelter should have as many barriers between you and the outside world as possible. Ensure all AC and heating units are turned off, and all cracks and holes are sealed with a damp towel. If you have no supplies, you should head to a neighbor's home, or as a last resort, head to a government-sanctioned shelter. When going outside, wear multiple layers and wear a mask to protect your body and ensure you do not breathe in radioactive materials. Failure to comply with all of these instructions could result in radiation poisoning or death. These restrictions will be in place for an indefinite period of time. Please remain tuned to local media for future updates.
The National Weather Service in Charleston has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Genoa County in western West Virginia until 4:40 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 3:35 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm producing damaging winds was located along a line extending from Cabin Crook, moving northwest at 50 miles per hour. This is a destructive storm for northwestern Genoa County. Hazard, 95 miles per hour winds, gusts, and baseball-sized hail. Source, radar confirmed threat. Impact, you are in a life-threatening situation. People and animals outdoors will be severely injured. Mobile homes will be heavily damaged or destroyed. Homes and businesses will have substantial roof and window damage. Expect extensive tree damage and power outages. This dangerous storm will be near Loudon at around 3:46 p.m., Muldoon at around 3:40 p.m., Charleston at around 3:46 p.m., Union at around 3:52 p.m. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a study building and stay away from windows.
This is not a test. Repeating. This is not a test. All persons receiving this broadcast is in immediate danger. The National Weather Service has detected a pattern of storms in various locations in the northeastern United States. This rain has begun to mix with hazard radioactive materials, producing a substance similar to acid rain. This acid rain is extremely dangerous, and is allowing radioactive materials to quickly spread throughout the country. At this time, all residents receiving this broadcast are ordered to do the following. Get indoors immediately, seal any and all cracks to the outside world, and put as many barriers between the outside and your shelter as possible. Your shelter should be as deep underground as possible, as this acid rain has been proven to be able to melt structures. Wear a mask or any form of face covering to prevent yourself from breathing in hazardous materials. If you are driving, find the nearest shelter immediately. If no shelter is close to you, attempt to pull over under a bridge and cover all vents with anything you have available. Do not use tap water for the duration of this emergency. The rain will likely corrode pipes, and will likely cause tap water to be contaminated for an indefinite period of time. Do not attempt to call 911, as no emergency services will be able to assist you. You will be on your own for the duration of this emergency. If available, have a battery-powered radio with you, should power lines or telephone communications fail. This message will repeat indefinitely. Goodbye and good luck. This is not a test. Repeating. This is not a test. All persons receiving this broadcast is in immediate danger. The National Weather Service has detected a pattern of storms in various locations in the northeastern United States. This rain has begun.
With the recent situation with the Surry nuclear power plant, we have received major criticism throughout the country and worldwide for our lack of response to this crisis. Over 25,000 residents have died due to this crisis, and the count is only expected to rise in the coming days. On top of all this, radioactive material have already spread through the central and southern parts of the country, with the western United States expected to be next within the coming hours. This is, without a doubt, the worst nuclear disaster in history, and has become grounds for a national-level emergency. Within the next 30 minutes, all primary entry point stations will be ordered to relay emergency action notification message, and a national state of emergency will officially be declared. I wish you good luck throughout these trying times, Mr. President.
This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast stations and cable systems shall transmit this emergency action notification message. This station has interrupted its regular programming at the request of the White House to participate in the emergency alert system. During this emergency, most stations will remain on the air to provide news and information to the public in assigned areas. This is KION Television. We will continue to serve the Monterey Bay area. If this is not your local area, you should tune to stations providing news and information for your local area. You are listening to the emergency alert system serving the Monterey Bay area. Do not use your telephone. The telephone lines should be kept open for emergency use. The emergency alert system has been activated. This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast stations and cable systems shall transmit this emergency action notification message. This station has interrupted its regular programming at the request of the White House to participate in the emergency alert system. During this emergency, most stations will remain on the air to provide news and information to the public in assigned areas. This is KION Television. We will continue to serve the Monterey Bay area. If this is not your local area, you should tune to stations providing news and information for your local area. You are listening to the emergency alert system serving the Monterey Bay area. Do not use your telephone. The telephone lines should be kept open for emergency use. The emergency alert system has been activated. This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast stations and cable systems shall transmit this emergency action notification message. This station has interrupted its regular programming at the request of the White House to participate in.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. A national emergency is now in effect for the contiguous United States. The recent situation with the Surry nuclear power plant has taken a turn for the worse. Radioactive materials have spread across the entirety of the contiguous United States. The acid rain phenomenon has spread to over 35 states, which only continues to worsen the situation. At this time, over 35,000 citizens have died due to this crisis, and the death count is expected to skyrocket within the coming days or weeks. Not due to this, all citizens of the United States must seek underground shelter immediately. Your shelter should be as below ground as possible. Ensure you have as much insulation between you and the outside world as possible. Wear a mask or any form of face covering to protect yourself from breathing in radiation. You are highly advised to not go outside for any reason whatsoever. The outside world is extremely dangerous, and going outside will likely cause you to contract radiation poisoning. No form of law enforcement or medical service will be able to help you for the foreseeable future. Ensure you ration all remaining supplies very sparingly, as it is unknown when the current crisis will end. We wish you the best of luck during this horrifying crisis. Please attempt to remain tuned to government news outlets for future updates on this ongoing emergency.
It's been a little over 2 weeks since that national emergency was declared, and I don't really know how much time I have left. I ran out of food 2 days ago, and I've just been sparing whatever water I have left. I haven't heard from my coworkers in about 3 days, so God knows what's happening with them. I'm sure we all knew we were going. I experienced some horrific event in our lifetime, but man, I really didn't think it would happen like this. At this rate, I probably won't be alive when this message is heard. But if anyone, anywhere, hears this, I wish you the best of luck as you recover. Wait, what's that? I think I'm about to get alert on my TV.
This is a all clear message. Repeating. This is a all clear message. The acid rain phenomenon has ceased and it has now been declared safe to go outside.
However, it is recommended to remain inside at this time. The National Guard will be delivering food, water, and supplies to residents. Anyone who needs to seek medical attention is now able to do so. Do not influx call 911, as doing so could result in a telephone outage. It is important to remember that it is still considered unsafe to drink or use tap water, so you should continue to use prepackaged water at this time. Your government thanks you for your cooperation and resilience during this national crisis. This concludes all operations under the emergency alert system. Normal programming may now resume.
How could you do this?
If it makes you feel any better, I haven't looked inside.
That's it, SpongeBob. You have crossed the line. As of right now, this friendship is over.
Really?
Nah, you can look inside if you really want to.
Okay. Oh, this is one of the most exciting moments of my life. Well, here it goes.
Shelters and select the shelter closest to your home. Repeating, shelters can be found on virginia.gov/shelters. Remember that it is still unsafe to use tap water at this time, and those who live within 150-mile radius of this nuclear power plant should not return under any circumstances. Thank you. This has been an activation of the Virginia Emergency Alert System.